I still remember the night my life almost shattered. My husband stood in the middle of the living room, his hands trembling, eyes red, not from anger, but from helplessness. My parents, my uncles, even my older brother, all of them surrounded him like he was a criminal. "Divorce her," my father said coldly. "You're not worthy of our daughter." Those words echoed in my ears like thunder. And I stood there in silence. I'm 22 years old. Just a year ago, I married the man I loved with all my heart. He wasn't rich, he didn't come from a powerful family, but he had something rare: honesty, loyalty, and a heart that truly loved me. But my family never accepted him. From the very beginning, they treated him like an outsider. Every visit turned into an interrogation. Every small mistake became a big insult. They would mock his job, his clothes, even the way he spoke. "He's not on our level," my mother would whisper to others, loud enough for him to hear. And every time, he stayed silent. For me. At first, I thought things would get better with time. I believed love could soften even the hardest hearts. But I was wrong. Things only got worse. My family started pressuring me constantly. "Leave him," my brother said one day. "You deserve better. Come back home," my mother insisted. "We'll find someone richer." But I refused. Because I didn't marry for money. I married for love. And my husband, he never gave them a reason to hate him. He respected them, even when they disrespected him. He tried to win their approval, even when they humiliated him. But no matter what he did, it was never enough. Then came the day everything exploded. It was a normal afternoon. My husband and I had just returned from the market when my father called. "Come home. Right now." His tone wasn't a request. It was an order. I felt a strange fear in my chest, but we went anyway. The moment we stepped inside, I knew something was wrong. Everyone was there. My uncles. My cousins. My mother, sitting with a stern expression. And my father, standing like a judge ready to announce a verdict. "Sit," he said. We sat down quietly. Then without wasting a second, he said the words that changed everything. "This marriage ends today." My heart stopped. "What?" I whispered. "You heard me," he said. "We've tolerated this long enough. He will divorce you today." I looked at my husband. He was pale. Shocked. But he didn't say anything. "Abu, this is my marriage," I said, my voice shaking. "You can't decide this." "I can," he snapped. "And I will. We won't let you ruin your life." Ruin my life? Was loving someone ruining my life? My brother stepped forward. "Say it," he told my husband. "Give her divorce." Silence filled the room. My husband looked at me. His eyes were full of pain and a question. "Do you want this?" And in that moment, I realized something. He would let me go, if I asked him to. Not because he didn't love me, but because he loved me enough to sacrifice himself. Tears filled my eyes. "No," I said softly. But no one listened. Voices grew louder. Accusations flew. My family started listing every fault of my husband: his salary, his background, his lack of status. "You trapped her," one uncle shouted. "You're using her," another added. And through all of it, my husband remained silent. Until my father said something that broke him. "You will never be equal to us." That's when I saw it. The pain. The humiliation. The breaking point. My husband stood up slowly. "If that's what you all think," he said quietly, "then maybe it's better I end this." My heart dropped. "No." I cried. But he continued. "I don't want her to suffer because of me. If my presence is the problem, I'll remove myself." It felt like the ground disappeared beneath me. This wasn't happening. This couldn't be happening. He looked at me one last time. And in that look, I saw everything. Love. Pain. Goodbye. I couldn't breathe. Say it, my brother demanded again. My husband opened his mouth. Enough. The voice cut through the room like a blade. Everyone froze. We all turned toward the door. And there he was. My grandfather. He walked in slowly, leaning on his stick, but his presence was stronger than anyone in that room. What nonsense is this, he said, his eyes scanning everyone. No one dared to speak. My father tried to explain, Abba, this is a family matter. And I am not family, my grandfather interrupted sharply. Silence. He looked at me first. My tear-filled eyes said everything. Then he looked at my husband. Standing there, broken, but still respectful. Then he turned to the rest of them. You're forcing a man to divorce his wife, he said. Have you all lost your minds? My uncle tried to argue, he's not suitable for her. Suitability is not decided by your ego, my grandfather snapped. His voice carried a weight no one could challenge. He may not be rich, he continued, pointing at my husband, but he has something most of you don't. What? My brother said sarcastically. Character. The room went silent again. My grandfather stepped closer to my husband. Tell me, he said gently, do you love her? My husband nodded, unable to speak. And have you ever mistreated her? No, he whispered. My grandfather turned to me. Do you want this divorce? No, I said immediately, tears streaming down my face. Never. That was enough. He faced the rest of the family. Then this discussion ends here. But Abba, my father tried again. No, my grandfather said firmly. You don't get to destroy their marriage just because your pride is hurt. His words hit hard. You raised her, he continued, pointing at me, but you don't own her. No one spoke. You taught her values, he said, so trust her choices. He then looked at my husband again. Take your wife home, he said softly. And don't let anyone come between you two. I felt something inside me finally breathe again. My husband nodded, his eyes filled with gratitude. We turned to leave. But before we stepped out, my grandfather said one last thing. If anyone tries this again, they will answer to me. And just like that, everything changed. That night, as we sat together in our small home, the silence felt different. Not heavy. Not painful. But peaceful. I'm sorry, I whispered. For what? He asked. For everything you went through, because of my family. He smiled faintly. I'd go through it all again, he said, if it means being with you. Tears filled my eyes again, but this time, they weren't from pain. They were from love. That day, I realized something important. Marriage isn't just about love. It's about standing together, when the world stands against you. And sometimes, all it takes is one person. One strong voice. To save everything. For me, that person was my grandfather.